What's up? It's the Brunch Breakdown. DD out here in Los Angeles. Dan is in Pittsburgh, and Chris is at a baby shower,
Something like that.
something like that, or he's home with the
So,
babies. Well, Katie's at the baby shower.
yeah, questionable.
Let's just get into it. Should dudes be at baby showers?
Ooh, I love this topic. I love this topic. Generally, I say no. Generally, I
Okay,
say no. And I've been to a couple, and it's kind of nice when it's just kind of like a party for anybody can come and show up. But it's like I also don't need to be there. I feel even if it's close. I don't know. Now I feel like people that are listening are like, "Wow, cool, Dan. I'm never inviting you to one of those again." It's a family of mine differently.
Uh, yeah, because I guess it's different. Because like your sisters have children,
Yeah.
so have you gone to their baby showers?
Um. I think so. I think
Okay,
so. I think at least one
okay,
of them. Yeah.
because that's where I'm is that pressure from the family to do something? Because this Chris's baby shower, the baby shower we're talking about is Chris's sister, Jeannie. Shouts to Jeannie. Like,
Yeah.
very happy for you.
Absolutely.
Um, that's his sister. My sister doesn't have any kids, so like I've never been to a baby shower. I've never been to one before. I know they do them co-ed sometimes, but I've never been to one. But like I just wonder, is it like pressure from the family for you to be there to like, I don't know, cut the grass? Like do something that
Right.
day, carry pop in, I don't know, like go get the food. Like I just wonder if that's like what Chris's deal is today, where he's like, I'm not even going to the baby shower, but like I have to go get the food
He's working. Yeah.
from the
Yeah. Right.
caterer. Because I
Right.
feel like that's what would happen with me. It would be like I would have to I'd be the gopher that day. I'd just be going
Yeah.
and getting all the things because I'm the son that's there.
Right. Yeah. That's a it's
Yeah.
a fascinating topic because that world has definitely changed. Bridal showers, baby showers, women only. But
Yeah.
things are opening up, and sometimes it's a good time. It's just a party. And you know what? Smart people, are not opening gifts in front of everybody anymore at these showers. Note to self, note to everybody listening, don't open the gifts in front of everybody.
Ugh.
Nobody, no, no one's there for that. Like, take your own time at home. You'll write your thank you notes, but like, that's usually the worst part of those things is sitting there and watching people open the gifts.
Just go.
Um,
This
yeah,
is
and it's
beautiful. This
right,
is great.
right. So just like have a party, just do that. Invite everybody, I guess, or do the work, or you're there to do the work, like Chris might be.
Well, you know what, Dan? Let's get into the show.
Let's do
It's
it.
the brunch breakdown, and we've got a lot of fun topics to get to. We're going to be talking about a hotel in Detroit. It's the Shinola Hotel. It's a brand of hotels, but they lend you something very expensive for the length of your stay. And we're going to chat about that. We've got 16 discontinued foods that this beautiful article, shouts to whoever wrote this, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about our favorites out of this list. Burger King has just debuted a ranch dipper. Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. I can't wait to talk about that because I love Burger King. We got music, we got beer, we got more. It's the brunch breakdown. Dan, let everybody know where they can find this beautiful program everywhere.
Happy to. Yeah, everywhere. You said it. Everywhere. That's where you can find this beautiful program every Wednesday when we have new episodes for you. Just follow or subscribe to your favorite place wherever podcasts are available. You can find us there. Also have video episodes. You just heard about this ranch dipper. You're going to have to lay your eyes on it. You're going to have to see it to believe it. Trust us. Trust us there. So find your way to the video episodes. Those also premiere on Wednesdays. However, they premiere at a certain time, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, but on demand anytime you want to watch after that. Where, you ask? YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify is where the video is available. We're also everywhere on social media at Brunch Breakdown. That's our handle. We got it. We jumped in first many moons ago, and you can find us there at Brunch Breakdown. And then, of course, what we were listening to, we put that into a lovely playlist for you each and every week. We keep last week's on there. Give it a little bit of extra love. Have you take another listen again. We call that the Sounds of Brunch, and we update that exclusively on Spotify every Friday.
Beautiful. Well, you know what? Before we forget about him, because we start talking about expensive watches and things,
Yeah.
let's go to Chris, who recorded something for the program.
For the program. Yes. Yes, we
for the
did.
program.
Let's hear what is Chris actually up to. All right, so this is going to be Chris's chess segment. I'm willing to bet it has something to do with football, but let's just take a gander.
Just that.
What's up, boys? Chris here. Sorry that I can't make the podcast today for this week. I am doing a little bit of solo parenting this weekend. Got a lot going on, but did want to check in here with a thought because this is very important. And if it doesn't get published, then it's a disservice to the world. So, in my brain this week, I've been thinking that we need to put more rules and regulations on the types of celebrations that football players do.
There you go.
And when they are allowed to do them. Mainly my gripe here is that it seems like in the first 1 to 3 weeks of the football season, some individual celebration gets very popular, and then everybody just does that celebration the rest of the football season, and I think that's a shame. I think that's a shame because it stunts our creativity. And the celebration that was cool, then everybody starts doing it, and specifically starts doing it in situations that aren't worthy of doing that celebration. And it gets watered down and diluted, and it loses its luster. The one that I'm specifically thinking about, you guys have probably seen this football season, is the one where a defensive back breaks up a pass or a defender makes a big tackle. They stand up and then they do this seatbelt thing, right? They put on their seatbelt, which first and foremost, I don't get it. Is it they're locked down? Is that what it means? I actually thought they were putting a sword in their holster, but it turns out no, it's a seatbelt thing. I don't get it. It looked cool, but now I'm seeing MAC defensive backs do it on a Wednesday night on a pass that was 10 yards overthrown, and they're taking credit for it and doing the celebration. It's too much. And I don't know. I think you should be eligible to be flagged for doing a celebration in a situation that doesn't warrant it. Or doing a celebration that is too celebratory of the act that you are taking credit for. So curious to get your guys' thoughts. This is not me saying football players should not celebrate. Rather, it is me saying I want more variety in our celebrations. I want people to be more original, more creative, and just understand, have a better understanding of the impact of the moment, and then celebrate accordingly. So looking forward to getting your thoughts, and then looking forward to talking to you boys again next week.
Okay, he has a point in there. There's
Yeah.
a point in there.
Yeah.
Because I hate when defensive backs celebrate after somebody basically either overthrew the ball. They had nothing to do with breaking up the play.
Right.
Or if a receiver just kind of drops the ball, they had nothing to do with it. Wasn't a hard hit, wasn't anything, wasn't a pass breakup, nothing. You should only be able to celebrate if you literally break up the pass. The ball comes, you knock it down.
Mhm.
That's it. And or if if he almost catches it, you knock the wind out of him and he drops the football. That's the only time that you should be able to celebrate. I see so many celebrations over you guys were neck and neck. He probably wasn't going to complete the pass anyways, but it just sails over everybody.
Right.
And then you're like, oh yeah, let's put the seatbelt on. I'm like, what? Everybody in the stands could have done the same thing because they were just as close to the ball as you were. So I get what he's saying, because sometimes no, you did not lock anybody down. You just it's just fourth down now. That's it.
Right. And is that the reference there? The lockdown, the seatbelt?
Yeah.
To his question.
That's
yes.
what I have.
Okay.
I mean, that's how I.
My
assume
understanding
that it
is too.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I do think he has a point there where that particular celebration is getting a little bit overplayed. And mostly in instances like you just referenced there, where the defender didn't even actually make much of a play or any play at all. We saw this a lot with the gritty as well.
Mhm.
And I mean, we still see it, but that celebration is just everybody's doing it. And I think it's a fair point. It's a fair point that when it's fresh, when it's new, when everybody's doing it, it's okay, cool. But we could get a little more creative. Let's go back to when we talked about what rule we would change in the NFL or in football together. The 10-second taunting. We should allow a 10-second taunting clock. Then you have to be creative. And that's the instance right there where Chris was referencing. If you're doing the gritty or the seatbelt in your 10-second taunt off, then you could get a flag. Then you could get flagged for back. Wait a minute, sir, you did not make a play there. The ball sailed over the head of the receiver. You kept within your 10-second taunt window, but you weren't creative enough. You didn't not worthy of taking credit for that celebration. So there's somewhere I'd meet in the middle.
My only beef with the 10-second thing is shout out to celebration legend Willie Gay.
Yes.
And his never-ending celebration that ended up with Joey Porter doing the celebration with him on the sideline. Like that, I'll never forget that. Because that just gets posted every once in a while when like the Steelers like do something like good on a Sunday, and then all of a sudden you like, you know, someone will throw that up there, and it's the most amazing thing in the world. It was like 40 seconds of celebrating.
Right.
Like it's the best thing I've ever seen. So we can't stop that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we can stop you from doing, unless you're Justin Jefferson, because he's the person who made the gritty as a football celebration popular. Unless you're him, all right, you get to do the gritty, but you got like 5 seconds. We've seen enough. You know what I mean? Like, we're good. Because I have no beef with people doing the same thing. It's just like, I don't want to see a bunch of it. Your gritty's not going to be better than this one. I don't see it. We've been seeing it for the last 3 years. I'm good.
Right.
But like, if you want to do it, it's your choice, have fun, but you get 5 seconds to do a non-original celebration.
Okay.
You get 10 seconds to do an original one.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Non-original, you got 5 seconds to get it done. Like, hit your gritty, be out. You know?
Okay. That's the rule.
That's the rule. Like, you got,
I like that.
You know, and I might even give you, look, 20 seconds if it's original, but 5 seconds if it's not. We've been seeing the dance for 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Come on. Let's let that go.
Okay. Here we go. We've implemented the new rule. I love it. Hopefully that'll make Chris happy.
Well, Dan, get it off your chest.
Certainly. Thank you. Thank you for the platform. Thank you for the opportunity. Indeed, it is that time of year. Pumpkin spice and everything nice, all that good stuff. 'Tis the season, right? It's right around the corner. But there's also another like season, and I think it deserves to be called a season that goes a little bit underappreciated, and maybe people don't recognize it as much. I just want to give a quick shout out to candle season. It's candle season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. All right. Usually in the summer, it's the smell of fresh air, whether you're outside or even you're inside, you're at someone else's house, your own house. Maybe you've got the windows open, right? Get the screen door, get the smell of fresh air in there. You got the smell of the grill and things like that. And those are all great, right? Those are all great for summer. But with fall comes the beginning, I think, of candle season. And not just pumpkin, right? I mean, certainly, but not just. Think about it. Every time you walked into somebody's house, whether it's a friend or a family member, and there was a candle lit, the immediate reaction of everyone is, man, it smells really nice in here. It smells really nice in here. Right? Every single time. Think of every time you walked into someone's house that had a candle lit. Nice. That's good. That's a good feeling. That's a good sense. Right? Cozy. So show candles some love this time of year. Anytime you have somebody over, a guest over, light one of those bad boys up. Okay? Even when you don't have people over. We're a big candle after dinner house. Right?
Oh,
maybe it helps with like if there was a large aroma of the smell of cooking dinner, kind of to mask that down a little bit. Or even just to kind of cozy up the vibes. I'm settled down from a nice long day at work, and you just, the smell, it's relaxing. It's welcoming. And of course, it's just the start. The holidays are huge. Holidays are like peak candle season. Thanksgiving to Christmas, peak candle season, right? Yeah. Big time. But like, let's get that going now. Everyone loves a good candle. Make candle season last longer throughout the year, especially in those cold winter months. Light a good candle. And I just want to give candles a little love here today. Welcome to candle season, Dee.
Candles don't get the love. It's like one of the, I don't know what I don't know what the equivalent would be, but it's something that we just take for granted. We overlook it. We all
Right.
buy candles. We all go get candles. Everybody goes to Bath and Body Works or whatever to get the candle for your boss or the candle for your mom or the candle for your, your girlfriend's parents that you haven't met yet. Like everybody goes and gets a candle
Right.
and everybody likes a candle. Nobody does like there's no dislike of candles. Like that's
Right.
it. Like people are just like, yeah, I'll take the candle. Like you can take wine to somebody's house and you're like, yo, like I don't like wine or I don't drink.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? But a candle, everyone's like, yeah, I can fuck with a candle. And you don't
Exactly.
have to use it right away. You don't have to
Right.
use it forever. Like, you can use it next Christmas. But it's like, oh, yeah, remember that cranberry scented candle that we had? Let's just throw that on.
Right.
Like, it's the nicest thing when I walk into the house sometimes. And I'm like, man, that smells amazing in here. And Sharon's like, yeah, that candle we got, like, when I don't know when we got it, but I saw it
Right.
underneath the sink. I was like, let's go, let's throw this thing on. It's it's the greatest. And also another great place to have a candle. I love when you go to someone's house and it's like, they get the light off in the bathroom. You go into the bathroom,
Oh, there
it
you go.
smells amazing. And
Yeah.
you turn the light, it's just like, whoa, that vanilla is nice. You just smell it's beautiful. I love the candle. I love the candle in the bathroom. The candle in the
Yes.
bathroom is nice. I
That's a
like
great
that.
call out. The bathroom candle,
Yeah.
also underappreciated and taken for granted often. Like you can never have too many candles. It's true. We have a whole inventory of them here. And shouts to if you're like, yo, like those 3 wicks are expensive. And like I hear you. But I know there's big candle sale days and shout out, and this is not I'm not a paid advertiser. We would love to be. Goose Creek. Shout out to Goose
Mm.
Creek. If you don't know Goose Creek, check out Goose Creek. You're going to get some very appropriately priced and incredibly scented candles. And they do an amazing job on their website of describing what the scent smells like. You might only want to buy your candles in person. Trust your boy. Trust your boy with Goose Creek, but can never have too many candles. Light them up. Tis the season.
Yeah, man. Shouts to Yankee Candle.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time in those places.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, candles. Shouts to candles. I love that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Speaking of scents, Dan, I did something recently that you would love.
Okay.
A pumpkin spice car wash.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah. Pumpkin spice car wash. So
Talk to me.
I hosted some man on the street videos for this car wash called Quick Quack Car Wash. It's a car wash chain that's in Arizona, Southern California. I think some other states, but like there's not that many of them, but they're like a chain of car wash and they're just ever growing, right? And they have this thing called the pumpkin spice car wash, where all of the scents in the car wash are pumpkin spice. And you open up, they tell you to open up your vents.
Really?
And while you're doing the car, so it's like they put a pumpkin spice air freshener in your car, start, and then you open up your vents. And then as you're going through, it's just pumpkin spice. And then they have like these graphics that go, they have these lights and graphics that go on your windshield, and it's like pumpkins and it's fall leaves falling.
Oh,
And
come on.
it's awesome. It is the pumpkin spice car wash, quick quack car wash, and it is incredible. Literally, it blew my mind. I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then it was like, this is the best thing that I've ever had. And your car just smells like pumpkin spice for a day or two. But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it it was great. Like
That's
shouts
incredible.
to car washes for just stepping their game up. Like
That's taking
let's
that
do
next
it.
level. Yeah. Car wash is one like the other, but no. Quick Quack, is that what it is? Shouts to them, man. I mean,
Quick quack car wash. Yeah.
love that. I'm so jealous that we don't have one around here. I would be going through that bad boy every single day. Be like, give me the pumpkin season pass, whatever it is. Just let me roll through here. That's what I need. The pumpkin season pass. And I'll be in here every day. Every day.
It's like
That's genius.
Shannon's like, why are we leaving early? Oh, we gotta go through the pumpkin spice car wash real quick before we go. Like
Right.
we'll meet up with Tyler and Christy later. Like we
Yeah,
gotta
right.
get the pumpkin spice car wash
Why,
going.
why are you pulling over here? We already washed the car today. What are you doing? Got a little dirt on it. And a little refresh this scent up. Come on. Come on.
But yeah, man, genius. Like I don't know if they're gonna do something at Christmas time, but I'm telling you, it was a cool car as far as the car wash experience goes. I was
Yeah,
like, this is great. Like,
that's incredible. That's
yeah,
next level. That's next level
yes,
thinking right
pumpkin
there.
spice car wash. I thought about you the whole time. I was like, Dan would enjoy this.
Yes,
Dan would enjoy
yes,
this.
no doubt, no doubt.
Oh, well, let's get into some brews, man. What are you sipping on this week?
Let's do it. Well, it is. It's pumpkin beer season, so I'm all over that. Right. Last week it was a pumpkin cheesecake sour. This week it is the I think I'm following in your steps a bit. I think you rocked Sam's Oktoberfest last week, but I've got Sam's Jacko.
Okay,
The
okay.
Jacko's a nice. It's a really really nice pumpkin beer, and can never go wrong. You get that Sam's got a nice fall variety pack where there's what's the one? There's like a flannel something or other. I'm trying to think of which one that
Yes.
is. Yeah, there's like a flannel lager or something like that. And
Yes,
then
it's a lager for sure.
right, right. And then you get the Oktoberfest and then you get the Jacko in there. And that's just what I'm kind of rotating through this week, and enjoyed some Jackos over the weekend. Just nice little pumpkin beer. Why not?
Yeah, the Flannel Fest lager
There
is
you go.
that one in there.
Sneaky good
I
too.
ha I've never had the Jacko. I'm like
Really?
thinking about it. I was like, I've never had the Jacko. I'm a big fan of Sam's things. I mean, I'm going to make sure that I do that now. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had it because anytime it's like Sam and it's like, oh yeah, we got the Sam seasonals on tap, and I'm like, it's Oktoberfest. Give me the
Yeah.
Oktoberfest. Just give it to me. It's not change it up. But now I'm like, all right, gotta try the Jacko.
Check out the jar. It's not overly, pumpkiny sweet and anything like that. I think
Okay.
they do a really nice job kind of balancing it there. So yeah, keeping the Sam in Brews Day. Can't go this time of year.
Nice.
It's perfect.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So Casamigos has a jalapeno tequila that I didn't think I liked that much, and I was very disappointed.
Hmm.
But I've realized that it's really just the first sip of it that really gets you.
Oh.
So here's the thing. It is definitely jalapeno tequila, and it is spicy, and it just like I feel like every time I take the first sip, it's like, whoo, all right. And I was like, I don't know if I like this. But in time, because I went to a wedding a couple weekends ago, a bunch of spicy margaritas. They were making it with that. And I was like, it's really good. So then I had some at the house and I was like, okay, I like this, but it's the first sip.
Hmm.
So Casamigos jalapeno tequila, very good. If you like, but the thing is, do not get this if you do not like spicy, like margs or spicy drinks. Like this is not for you. This is not because they are not light on the jalapeno. Like
Ah.
it's there. So that, and I think that's the main thing that like throws you off because there's other jalapeno tequilas that don't do that. They give
Right.
you the taste of jalapeno, but it's not spicy.
Right.
Like someone just made you and crafted a freaking, just crafted a spicy margarita or something like that. So like other ones you should do, like 21 Seeds has one, but this one is very strong on the jalapeno, and I just want people to know that if you like the spicy, get this. It's very good. But that first one, the first sip, every single time, it
Getcha.
doesn't matter, but it gets you. But it is a delicious tequila. It's just that first one, you're just not ready for it. And maybe I'm not ready for it because I'm at home and I'm not ready for it. And maybe
Hmm.
that's maybe some of it. But yeah, but it's just very good. And it's like it makes you feel like you just got made a spicy whatever it is that you're making with tequila. So yeah,
Nice.
shouts to Casamigos. Always good. And if you don't want the spicy, if you want tequila in your house, Casamigos tequila is the best tequila. So just letting you know that anyways.
Yeah.
So ditch the jalapeno, just get Casamigos tequila.
There you
Just
go.
want tequila in your house. So
Love
yeah,
it. Love it.
there you go.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Well, Daniel, cheers.
Cheers.
And let's get into the main menu
Let's
here.
dive. Let's dive in.
All right, let's dive in. All right, so Detroit Shinola Hotel will lend you a $2,300 watch. It's a Shinola watch that they make, and it's $2,300. They will lend it to you for your stay. So you got to sign a waiver, all that stuff. Like you'll give it back, you won't damage it, whatever. But they will give you this luxury watch to go out, feel like you're rich, I guess, for the weekend. And I think this is great as somebody who loves watches, right?
Hmm.
How do you feel about this,
I
Daniel?
love it. I love it too. I love how unique it is. I'm not big watch guy, but if I was presented the opportunity to be lended a really, really nice watch, you bet your ass I would take advantage of that. I would be all about it. All about it. Yeah, nice watches are like, yeah,
Yeah.
I can be about that game. So I love it. I love the unique nature of this. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I think
Like
that,
Detroit. I'm like, what?
yeah. Yeah.
When you first
Detroit.
sent this to me, I was like, oh, this is an LA hotel or something like that, or it's like London or something like that. It's like Detroit. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. There's a reason to go.
Yeah. So yeah, because of the reason to go. And what I was thinking about was like I don't know unless you're from the area, which you're not that far from Detroit. You're like 4 hours from Detroit.
Yeah.
You're not far from Detroit. But like I feel like if you're going to like a wedding or something, that would be kind of fire.
Ooh,
You're
okay.
like, all right. Because I'm like, why? I was just trying to think of reasons I would be going to Detroit, and it would be like a wedding. It would be like some conference or something. It would be
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, be sweet to just have like a, expensive watch for the weekend.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. Okay. Well, we gotta find a reason to get there then.
Yeah, exactly. So we're playing that Detroit trip. Maybe just ditch Vegas or wherever and just say we're going to
We're just
Detroit.
going to Detroit. We're all
Going to
walking
Detroit.
around downtown
We're
Detroit.
going.
Nice watches. There's
Yeah.
our plan.
Oh, that doesn't sound safe.
No.
Yeah. All right. We're workshopping our Detroit trip, so
Right.
we'll figure that out.
Right. Right.
But it got me thinking, what would you want a hotel to give you or lend you for
Yeah.
the length of your stay? If you're not a watch guy, if you're not a watch guy, not a watch girl, what would you want them to lend you, Dan? What you got?
First thing that came to mind with this is I just want like a full wall of every color of every express suit coat that they've ever made in every size. And I just want to be able to lend me the jacket for the night, for the stay, swap it out each night. I want the like nicer, almost tuxedo looking jackets. I want the real casual blazers. I want them in every size, popular sizes. I want them in every color. And I just want to be able to go down there and just pick out a suit coat for the day, for the night, for the entire length of my stay. That's what I would like.
I like this, and because I had basically the same thing, I had tuxedo. I
Okay.
want a
Oh,
tuxedo. I
specifically,
want,
yeah.
yeah, I want a tuxedo specifically because a tuxedo is something like I don't want to own a tuxedo. When am I
Right.
ever gonna have a tuxedo? But you know where I do want a tuxedo? At my hotel, and I want to just be able to give it back because I
Right.
want them to loan me a nice tuxedo that fits me. They got my sizes right, all that, and I just have a great tuxedo that I just give back to the hotel at the end of my stay. Because like it's just tuxedo is such a thing. And I was just like, I want to wear one, but I don't want to own one.
Yeah.
It's not like a suit. Like suits, I will repurpose and wear those all the time. But tuxedo, that's different. Bow
Right.
tie, that's different. You know what I mean? Like the tuxedo shoes. Like I have tuxedo shoes for my wedding. They're just in a bag. Like I was gonna say they're covered in dust, but they're under. They should be covered in dust if they didn't have a bag in them. If they weren't
Yeah.
in a bag. But like I'm never gonna wear those shoes. Like I'm never. I like you can't wear tuxedo shoes with a
No.
regular suit. You just can't. Like
No.
you're not
No.
doing that.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, I just have tuxedo shoes that I wore on it's like almost 7 years ago now. They're just chilling. So I would have rather given that back to the Shinola Hotel when I was done.
Right. When you're done.
Yeah,
That's good. I like that one. Yeah, because owning a tuxedo is kind of unless for some reason you're using them on the regular, which why are you
yeah,
doing that? Like that's just
yeah. I
seems
got
silly. Yeah.
questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
James Bond.
Right.
Like, what are you?
Yeah, like come on. Come on. Another one I had was this one's a little bit I guess unique in a sense that I want there to be like on-site photographers but like ready for you to just like take with you like on the night take a night out on the town. They just follow you
That's
around.
good.
Not like a photographer at one of these like resorts where you like schedule like on your honeymoon, you schedule a little
Yeah.
shoot and you get no. Be like I want a photographer coming out. We're going out in the town with some friends. Like, you come with, you just take all these amazing photos of us. A lot of candids. Love a good candid. And then you like get the photos at the end of the night, right? Now you don't want to pay for them, no extra. Be like, okay, maybe you get like 50, something like that. Like the photos are yours. Like you just rent them. They're just there on the ready, on the standby. Maybe you book them a day in advance so you can lock in your time slot and you just have a photographer with you for the night. Capture those moments.
Dude, that's amazing. But the way I was thinking of it was like there's just a bunch of photographers in the lobby just lined up, and you're just like, you look cool. Let's go.
Yeah, okay,
You
that's
just
fine.
you just grab
Yeah.
them up and walk out the door.
You good with us? Yeah. You got 4 hours? Okay, come on. Let's go. I like that. I like that. Yeah, you pick out your suit coat, you pick out your photographer. You just go down you just go down the line. You just go down the line.
Dude, that's a good one. That's such a good one
Yeah.
because I feel like I've found myself taking less pictures these days because
Same.
just of the nature of taking pictures. It's just so easy. It's so like you just throw them away. It's like we
Yeah.
take a million pictures on our phone, you have no idea. And I just I feel like I've taken less photos and pictures now. And it's like having someone else do it. I don't even want to know they're there. They don't even need, I don't even know they're
Exactly.
there.
Right.
I just want you to be roaming around the group anywhere we are and just be around for a couple hours. Then all of a sudden I get an email at like midnight that says your photos are here.
Photos are ready. Yeah.
Like,
Like some of the most
yeah,
probably incredible photos that you could ever have
yeah,
in situations like
yeah.
that.
That, yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah. All right. My next one I have is a boat.
Oh, geez.
I want to be able to rent a boat. Like when you're in some of these places, these vacation destinations, whether it's, I mean, you could be in Marina Del Rey here, you could be in Rhode Island, where I was in Rhode Island for a wedding like a long time ago. And you just look around, you got all this water surrounding you. And I'm just like, you see all these boats in the marina, like your hotel's right on the water, all this stuff. And it's like, I wish I could go downstairs. I don't, and like, be like, lend me that boat. I want that boat. And they hook you up with the boat. That's what I want. I want a hotel to give you the boat. You go to some of these places and you're just like, damn, like I want the boat. That's
Yeah.
what I want. The boat.
That's next level thinking by you. That's amazing. That would be, you're right. There are so many places where that would just be
Yeah.
perfect. Absolutely perfect. Because if you've ever like tried to rent a boat or like done one of those bigger
Oh.
cruises, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's a lot. It can be a pain, but for it to come with like the stay, there's got to be a hotel that does something like that.
There
And
has,
if not,
I'm like, there
come
has
on.
to be. Because
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, you know, like Italy and like some of these places, Greece,
Yeah.
like something like that. Like, I just see those places and I'm like, man, I just want to be on a boat. Like,
Jeez. I love that.
yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
I mean, my next one was now seems way more lame compared to what you just said, but it was like basically 24/7 like driver service,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And I know that probably does exist in some places, but just any time of day or night, you have, your own personal driver. They're picking you up, taking to places. You don't have to worry about Ubers. You're like, all right, how many minutes do we got? We got to schedule this, schedule that, or no. You just walk downstairs, you pick out your suit coat, you pick out your photographer, and you pick out your driver who looks safe, but also a good time. And then you just go down the line and you're ready to roll. I did not plan it that way, but it came together beautifully where you just
Dude.
go down the line, pick them out, and then just hop in the car.
That is, yeah, dude. That's beautiful because there are like it's funny because there are a lot of places now that like the nicer hotels they advertise that like you can use a Tesla for for the length of your stay. You can use I forget there's another electric car like that you can use for the stay, and they're like advertised in some of these hotels, and like that's just a part of your stay. You sign a waiver, it's just a part of your stay.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool, but then I'm also like, I know how I vacation. I don't want to be behind the wheel of a car.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm like, while that's cool, I want nothing to do with that. Like,
Right.
nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's not for me. But yours, the driver, now that is for me. That's
Yes.
that's for the way that I vacation.
Exactly.
But no, yeah, like I don't want to rent I don't want to drive a car
No,
on vacation. That's not
no,
how I get down.
right.
So no. And my last one, because I asked Siobhan about this morning, and she
Oh,
said that she would want to rent an expensive bag. So she would want one of those Birkin bags that are thousands and thousands of dollars, or something like that, that she would just use for whatever thing she was at this weekend. Because she's like, if I'm
hmm.
at some expensive place or at some whatever, it's like I want the bag. Like I want to be carrying the bag
Yeah,
that makes me feel like I'm rich. And every woman in the place is like, well, that one, she
yeah,
got money.
yeah. Oh, that's very, very smart. That's very, very smart of your
Yeah.
wife. That's like the watch equivalent, you
Yes,
know,
exactly. Yeah.
for the ladies. The bag is often what it's often all
Oh,
about. And when it's high, high, high end, you notice.
yeah.
You notice.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
I get that. I like. And like, listen, I know they don't want open flames, but like throw in a candle. Throw in a candle. Hotels usually, you want them to smell clean, but you throw in a candle. Let's give candles a little bit more love. Let me pick out my scent for the week and allow me to light a candle in the hotel room. I've paid enough money and you've trusted me enough that I'm not going to light this whole place on fire.
That's
So,
fair.
yeah, something. Let's do so. Let's figure out a way to get the candle at the
That's
end of the
fair.
night.
It's like I mean, honestly, between the driver, the boat driver,
Yeah.
the photographer, someone will be there to put the flame out.
Oh,
Someone will
yeah.
be there.
Right.
Like
It'll be fine.
someone
Yeah.
will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tailor putting our suits on, our tuxedos on, like someone will be able to put the flame out.
And
We
dude,
got
could
a
you
big
imagine
staff.
coming back to your hotel room at the end of the night? It's late, it's dark, and instead of like opening the door and trying to figure out where the light switch is because it's pitch black in there and you close the curtains, can you imagine just a candle already lit, ready there waiting for you, providing a little bit of light and a little bit of life in that scent? That's how I want to finish a night in the hotel room.
I love it. I love it. That's beautiful. God, dude, finding the light in the hotel. Why
It's
is it so hard?
it
Why
really is.
is it
You're
so
feeling the
hard?
wall. Where is it? You end up turning the bathroom light on first. It's the brightest one. And it's
Dude,
just, oh,
it's
that's
so
not, yeah.
oh. And you're right, because and then there's like some hotel rooms, it's like they've got the light specifically for the walkway, like the
Yeah.
doorway.
Right.
And like you turn that one on and it's just like, oh
Yeah.
God, what are you doing? You're
Right
just
in your
like looking for
face. Yeah. Throw a dimmer on this son of a bitch. Like, come on.
oh man, dude. Oh God. And then what I'm finding out more with hotels is that like some hotels have like a smart system. They've got a pad up, whatever. But
Yeah.
then other people mess with the lights, so they like will unplug a light or do whatever, and then I guess the maid staff like doesn't check that sometimes. So then when you go to turn the light on, you're like, why isn't the light turning on? Oh,
Yeah.
because it's unplugged, and you just
Right.
didn't you cleaned up everything in the room and didn't do the light. And I'm like, come on, someone's got to check this shit. God, yeah. First world problems, big
Yeah.
time right there.
Yeah, for real.
That's yeah, good God. Well, Dan, let's get into some food, man.
Okay.
Let's talk some food. So this article is 16 discounted foods we wish we could eat again. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that sounds great. And what were some of the ones that stood out to you, Dan?
Yeah. So it is. It's an amazing article. Shouts to Delish, is where
Okay.
this article came from.
Love it.
And it is, yeah, just like a lot of these foods that have been discontinued either recently or a while ago that we would love uh back in our lives, bring them back to life. And the first one that I saw that it surprised me because Didi, I didn't know it was gone. And I guess this has been one of the ones that's a little bit more recent. And it's just something I don't look for anymore. The Jello pudding pops have been discontinued.
Oh, dude, I saw
What?
that too and like looked it up to make sure that was real. And I was like, oh yeah, they just don't sell those anymore.
Discontinued around 2010. It's been
Yeah.
that long. It's been 14 years, and I've never noticed that the Jello pudding pops are no longer made. Those were, I mean, that's next level chocolate popsicle ice cream, whatever you want to call it, deliciousness. And yeah, I didn't think I'd choose that first, but I also didn't think no longer they had no longer been made. So Jello pudding pops was the first one that came to mind for me.
Yeah, and I get and like even if they wanted to bring him back, they kind of can't bring him back
Yeah.
because like
A little tough
old
right now.
Bill,
Yeah.
old Bill Cosby kind of
Yeah.
can't bring back
Right.
the Jello pudding
Yeah.
pops. It's like can't do it.
Can't do it.
Just can't do it.
They got ahead
Can't
of it.
win with
They
them.
knew.
The first one I saw were kudos. Um,
Yes.
kudos were my jam. I used to buy kudos all the time in college. I loved kudos. I used to always buy them. I loved kudos growing up. And they're great. And I'm like, I would love to have a kudo. I hadn't thought about kudos in years until I saw this, and I was like, damn, kudos are just gone. Because there's a lot of stuff that I don't eat now that I don't have now that is still around.
Right.
It's like I don't buy Pop Tarts all the time anymore, but I know
Right.
Pop Tarts still around. But
Right.
like I just didn't know kudos were gone. I'm like, who decided kudos were gone? I'm kind of sad about it.
I know that was it was an essential childhood food item for me as well. Kudos was very, very high on my list, and I love how it was written up in this article. It says Kudos bars, for anybody not familiar. Kudos bars were essentially candy bars disguised as granola bars.
Yes,
Which
100%.
is so accurate. It's like, oh, we get a little healthy treat here. We're just gonna dip it in chocolate and peanut butter and all this good stuff, and you're gonna like it. Kudos. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
RIP to kudos, but that was one high on my list as well. One of the more popular, I think, items on this list, because it's been coveted to return for many, many years now, and there's rumors that it might actually be coming back, um, is the McDonald's snack wrap.
Okay.
McDonald's snack wrap. Now,
Yeah.
not that I would necessarily find myself at McDonald's often at all, but the McDonald's snack wrap, I loved it. I loved it when it was a thing. It's people are clamoring for it, so it may be making a comeback. But I mean, when those first came out, I'm like, yes, this is what I need from McDonald's right now. Quick, it's the only thing you can. One of the more realistic, easy things to eat whilst driving. If
Yeah.
you're on the go, that's a good. The snack wrap in one hand, you're just driving in the other hand. You're good to go. Bring them back.
Dude, I had that on my list too, and the reason I did is because of what you just said. Driving. There was
Mm.
a time where I felt like I was like living in my car. I was driving from Pittsburgh to Pittsburgh to Wellsburg to Pittsburgh, everywhere, and
Yeah,
and that was the one thing that I could eat in my car. I could just destroy two of those things in my car and like be good to go.
yeah.
And yeah, and I missed the snack wrap. I don't know why they got rid of the snack wrap. Bring the snack wrap back. Like, come on, somebody needs to
Like
start a campaign.
you have all the ingredients there except like the wrap. Just get it's like,
Yeah,
what's the problem? What's the problem?
yeah.
Come on, they're
They have
making
like
McChickens, right?
yes,
The Big Mac chicken, which looks fantastic by the way.
yeah,
Like give me the snack wrap. So hopefully one day soon we'll actually get them back.
yeah. They have like 800 chicken sandwiches at McDonald's now.
Yeah.
Like I see them as I like go get chicken nuggets and stuff, and I'm like, wow, they got a lot of chicken here. A lot of chicken sandwiches here. Bring back the snack wrap. What
Bring
are you
back the snack
doing?
wrap. Come on.
You already got the stuff there. Get it
Yeah.
done. The next one I had was Schwann's delivery.
Oh,
Um, because Schwann's ice cream delivery, that just I remember when my family had it, but then I also the truck used to just be driving around the neighborhood all the time. We're like, oh dude, where's the Schwann truck going? Oh, it's going to Rachel's house. That's cool. Oh, it's going up there. Oh, like that truck was just such a part of childhood. Like that truck was everywhere. Like it was
yeah.
always delivering. Like shouts to Schwann's, man. Like shouts to Schwann's.
And that's just only recently at the end of its life. That's just closing up shop this year.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, yeah. So it
Okay.
was still, yeah, it's in like its final weeks. They made an announcement earlier this year that this was gonna be it. So yeah, that's the most recent one
Well,
on this list. That's on its way out.
well, shouts to Schwann's for staying around for so long. Because
Yeah.
honestly, I just assumed that Schwann's was gone a long time ago. The world has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Like there needs to be food delivery, trucks and stuff like that. Like I figured
Yeah.
Schwann's was gone a long time ago. But hey, shouts to you guys for staying in.
I know
Because I was surprised
through
by
many
that.
years of Uber Eats and
Yeah.
in those type of things, they've lasted longer than I think a lot
Yeah,
of people would have expected in that era.
for
Um,
sure.
The next one for me was, honestly, I totally forgot about these. Butterfinger BBs, little mini bite-sized balls of Butterfinger, which were
Yes.
so much more enjoyable to eat because they seemingly didn't get as stuck in the back of your teeth as a full Butterfinger bar. And I had no idea they were gone. I mean, I think they were like, maybe it was like that's a great movie theater candy selection. It's the Butterfinger BBs. And they've been gone since 2006. So shows how much I eat candy in these neck of the woods. But it is Halloween, so tis the season for that. But Butterfinger BBs, gone too soon. Gone too soon.
Gone too soon, but I have a feeling we might be seeing them come back in some variation because I don't know if
Oh,
you've noticed
you know something?
that like all of the candies have bites now.
Yeah.
They're Sour Patch bites, they're Skittles bites. They're,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
all of these things have like bites. They're all like little bites. And I'm like,
Hmm.
Butterfinger, when I saw Butterfinger BBs, I was like, this one might be back because all of these things have, and it's all it does is just make you eat more of them.
Yo,
Because
yeah,
like,
right. Right.
yeah, because Siobhan came back from the movies with the kids, like at some point, like maybe like last year or something like that. And she was like, oh my God, these are so good. They're Starburst bites. And I was like, yeah, they just make you eat more Starburst. That's all it is.
Right.
Because it's just, you're just eating bites. You're just like, yeah, you're just popping them in. That's like, that's the perfect thing at a movie theater. You're just popping them in. You're not dealing with a wrapper. You're not doing anything. You're just like,
Yeah.
yeah. And, but yeah, it's those, the bites might be back. So
Okay. I like that. I like that
yeah, they
hope.
might be back.
I like that
Yeah.
hope.
So,
You're right.
the last one I had, I don't Sierra Mist. Here's
Mm.
the thing that I miss about Sierra Mist is that there's something different about saying Sierra Mist that feels like you're getting the shaft. And I kind of miss that. Sorry sounds like an actual thing. Sierra
Yeah.
Mist sounds like you didn't get Sprite. Like it sounds like, oh, we got Sierra Mist.
Right.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because it's two words. I don't know, but it's just something about it that sounds different whenever somebody would just be like, no, but we got Sierra Mist. And you're just like, oh, all right. I guess I'll take it. But Starry's like, yeah, it must be just because it's like one word. It's just like Starry. It just doesn't sound, it's like happy ends with a E. It's a happy. I don't know.
Right.
But like Sierra Mist
Sierra
is
Mist.
just like, so I missed that feeling of going somewhere and being like, oh, yeah, I'll take a Sprite. And they're like, bruh, we got Sierra
Yeah.
Mist. So I miss Sierra Mist in that way. I don't need to have it again, but I just miss that feeling of knowing that you're not getting what you want. You're
Right.
getting the shaft. Like
Right.
this is second rate Sprite. Yeah.
That's good.
Miss
That's
that
good.
one.
Yeah, Sierra Mist on this list. Yeah, there's a bunch of others that we didn't pick from, but Doritos 3D, Philadelphia cream cheese snack bars, Fruitopia. Shouts to Fruitopia.
Yes.
Do miss some Fruitopia. I'll remember that was the first vending machine ever in a school that I had ever seen. It was an elementary school, and they put in a Fruitopia vending machine, and it was like the greatest thing ever. The Klondike Choco Taco. That's only been recently gone as well. Dan
Yeah.
and Sprinkles yogurt. Shouts to that.
Okay.
That was a big time kids treat for me. McDonald Land cookies. I didn't know they stopped making those.
I
In
know.
the
I
little
didn't
shape
know
of
they stopped making
McDonald's
those
characters.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, it was a glorified animal cracker, but it was, I don't know. They had something different about them. Something different about them. Taco Bell caramel apple empanada. Tab, another
Yeah.
soft drink on there. Tab making
Tab.
this list. And then cinnamon Tic Tacs. No, thank you. Like, no, not about that. And then Didi, one that I'm a little surprised you didn't pick, and I also didn't know it was gone. Sour Patch Cherry. Sour Patch Cherry. Didn't know that was a thing, but discontinued in the U.S.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I don't know. I guess I didn't miss it because I
Yeah,
saw it and I eat Sour Patch Kids. I'm like, I don't miss it.
I miss it, so it's fine.
Yeah, so I guess it's fine. But yeah, I did see that one. And the only, I mean, there were a bunch. I chose the ones that I really do miss. But like the Choco Taco, I always wanted more from the Choco Taco. I
Yeah.
like wanted it to be better. And I was like, I'd rather just have a Klondike because I love Klondike part. I love them. I just was like, I'd rather just have a Klondike. Like,
Yeah.
it just kind of like, yeah, just never did it for me.
Right.
The
Right.
Choco Taco.
I think
But I get
that's
why
fair.
it's on this list.
People were really
Yeah.
upset when that was gone, but yeah. So
Yeah,
A lot of good discontinued foods taken from us too
there
soon.
are. Pour some out
Yeah.
for Schwann's. Pour some Sierra Mist out for
Right.
Schwann's. Right. All right. Well, more food. Burger King, my favorite. I love Burger King. Mentioned Burger King like 3 times in my wedding ceremony. They just announced a Hidden Valley Ranch dipper. So think of the barbecue sauce dip, but expand that like 4 times to
Yeah.
fit your burger inside of it. That's what this is. And it's genius. Shouts to the king. Shouts to everyone. Shouts to the guy who sings the BK song.
Yeah.
Like, have it your way. Shouts to everybody because this is great. This is genius. I love you. Thank you, Burger King, for being the GOAT.
So again, if you're not watching the video episode, get to it because you can get an idea of what this looks like. Yeah. So this is an 8-ounce cup as opposed to the traditional little 1-ounce cup that you can get. So it's huge. So you can literally dunk your whole burger in there. No problem. No problem at all. So this was only available. I think this was only available in select markets on like one day. It was October 16th, from what I understand. Um, and you were able to request these at no additional cost. Like, what are they trialing out here? Is this just for funsies? If they're just giving these things out? Because you probably could have slapped a dollar price on this and people would have paid whatever you wanted to be able to dunk your burger in here. Also, I want to say in this picture, this this Whopper looks enormous. And like, I don't know if the person's hands are just really small. It looks like they're dunking this thing into a bathtub, and like, 8 ounces, it's pretty big, but you know, so you're a fan of the dunk.
Oh,
You like this thing.
I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. Like that.
I've never seen people do it with ranch. I've seen people do it with ketchup, and maybe that's because I don't know. It's sometimes ranch is hard to come by at fast food restaurants, but they dip it in the ketchup. But this is you're getting a lot of ranch with this. Hidden Valley did not leave you high and dry. You couldn't go through this if you dunked every bite of this Whopper
No,
in this thing. You wouldn't be able to. There'd still be half of it left.
you couldn't. It's a lot of ranch. But I thought about this with like, they've got a lot of chicken sandwiches at Burger King,
Mm.
and you throw this on, you dip your chicken sandwich in there. You dip your chicken tenders or nuggets in there. You do that.
Yeah, there we go.
It's just, I mean, you've got enough ranch there for a long time. I think the only problem is like 8 ounces of ranch is a lot of
It's
ranch.
a lot of ranch.
That's like half. That's like I don't know
It's a
what's
half a
the
bottle.
standard ounce. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say because isn't like a standard bottle like 16
16.
ounces?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
half a
like
bottle of
of
ranch.
salad dressing or whatever. So like, yeah, the 8 ounces. I get it. You want it to fit the burger, and I get
Right.
that part of it. But I'm
Right.
like, 8 ounces is a lot of ranch.
And it feels like
Like,
maybe they if they trialed like four. If you imagine it half the size, same width container, just not as high, then you get into that
yeah,
danger zone of it being too light. And if you go for a
yeah,
dunk, then it's
it's gonna
coming up
fall.
with you. It's sticking to
Yeah,
it. And that's got
yeah.
disaster written all over it. So maybe that's why they went with the size just to carry its own weight to stay on the table. But yeah, can I get a lid for this to go? Because there's still 4 ounces of ranch left, please. I'm gonna take this home.
See, maybe that's another reason why they like wanted to trial it
Yeah.
and put it out there for people just to see what they had to change about it because that is the big thing, right? It's
Hmm.
like because even like as you guys all know, listen to this program, I love hot wings. I
Yeah.
But like even when I do that, like when I dip ranch in or dip blue cheese with it, it's like I don't use the whole thing that they give me. I never do.
Hmm.
And I know they're not giving me 8 ounces of anything. Like they're probably giving me like 2 ounces of something.
Right.
And like I don't use it all. And that's me like eating like 10 or 12 wings like at a time. So like you're eating a fast food burger, like you're not like like you'd have to do that so much to
Yeah.
use 8 ounces.
It's a
So
ton.
yeah. So I'm interested to see how this goes down. Um, with Hidden Valley and Burger King.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this could be just the start of the future.
but I'm for it. I just need you to find a plastic top.
Yeah, so you
Save
can
that shit.
cover that thing back up and take it home. Take it with you.
Yes.
That
Yes.
bathtub of ranch. Incredible.
Oh God. Dan, did you have other brunch court? You said?
You want to? Yeah, let's go. You want? We can do some other brunch court
Let's do
quickly
it.
here.
Let's
Yeah,
do
why
it.
not?
Let's do a couple
Yeah,
more. Let's go.
why not? Well, this is kind of ironic. Since we kind of just we touched on Sierra Mist.
Okay.
Dee Dee, you're a big fan of Sprite,
I am.
right?
I
Big fan of
am.
Sprite.
Love Sprite. Love Sprite.
Okay. I'm not sure if you're gonna love this. What you're now looking at is Sprite plus tea. Sprite plus tea heading to stores in spring 2025. The flavor is a refreshing blend of Sprite's iconic lemon lime taste and crisp iced tea. Will be available in regular and zero sugar. It looks, I don't know how to describe the color. It's kind of like a light coppery color. It's like a watered down iced tea, maybe very light brown. So it looks awkward, but I don't know, Dee Dee. Have you ever experimented with Sprite and tea? Is this gonna work?
Okay. So this is something, first off, I'm going to say this is definitely something I'm going to try. Okay.
Yeah.
I like tea. I put lemon in my tea. I
Yeah.
like iced tea. I like, so all of these things are things that I like.
Yeah.
I've just never been like, I want to put pop in my tea. Like, I don't want my tea to fizz. Cause like,
Carbonated tea. Yeah, that's where it's think throwing me
that's
off.
where I'm like lost on that. Cause it's like, I like Sprite, I like tea, I like lemons, like I like because my iced tea, I put lemons in. I like, you know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah.
it's just the yeah, the carbonated tea. I don't know if I want fizz in my tea. I
Right.
don't
Like,
know.
yeah, like in theory, the lemon, the lime, even like with tea, yeah,
Yeah.
certainly. It makes sense. Seems like it could work, but I don't know. It's not the same. Yeah, the carbonation is what really throws it off. I mean, this could be really good. It could be. Like I feel like it could be, but getting over it just depends on how much tea flavor is in there, maybe. And if it even tastes like real iced tea. It says it's supposed to be, but we will certainly see when it comes and hits in spring
Yeah.
2025. But Sprite plus tea, yeah, this one's different. It's gonna take some getting used to this one.
Yeah. I'm definitely trying it though. There's no question.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
I got my doubts on this.
Yeah, that one. That
Yeah.
one's interesting. Well, we're gonna keep it
Yeah.
in the same category,
Okay.
if you will. While we're on that topic, this from the same company, right? Who makes Sprite? Coke. Yeah,
Yeah.
this from Coca-Cola. I know it's hard to see, but this is orange cream Coca-Cola. It is not the same flavor as former orange vanilla Coke. This is orange
Okay.
cream, like orange creamsicle in a way.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be smoother, creamier, um, compared to like the orange vanilla. I'm not sure if you've had the orange vanilla, but this is also coming early 2025. Orange cream Coca-Cola also going to be available in regular and zero sugar. I got to go back to you. What do you think here?
I'm in for this. Give it
Yeah.
to me. Yeah, give it to me. That sounds awesome. Give it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You think this works?
I think this works. I think this is gonna be good. Like orange cream, Coke. Yeah, this is gonna work out well.
Okay.
Like I would be nervous if they did this with like any other thing, but with
Yeah.
Coke, orange cream, yeah, yeah. It's like if they can figure out, because I feel like it's gonna it's like is it gonna taste like a Coke? Is it gonna taste like a float just without the ice cream? Is it
Yeah.
gonna taste like that? Because that's in my
Okay.
head is what I'm thinking about. Is it tasting like that? And then also
Yeah.
like making a float with this would be freaking awesome.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Um, yeah. So like, yeah, if they can make it taste like you're drinking a float,
Yeah.
minus the ice cream, like that's dangerous right there.
Okay, you sold me.
Yeah.
You sold
Yeah.
me. Yeah, the mouthfeel, if it's got that creaminess like it reads that it's supposed to, then this could be really good. This could be really good. They're just like they're just throwing everything out there nowadays. The Coke, the Oreo Coke that's out there now, and the Coke Oreos.
Hmm.
Um, apparently both very good from what I've
Okay.
heard on trial basis. So okay, so there you go. Early 2025. After you've had your ranch dippies at your Burger King, you've got two new products from the Coca-Cola family to wash it down.
Ooh,
Part of a healthy,
boy.
balanced breakfast.
Listen. Yeah. 8 ounces of Hidden Valley Ranch. They can't be doing that in like other countries. There's no way
Oh, hell
there's
no.
no other country that's doing that.
Hell no.
None.
No.
There's
No
just
chance.
not.
No chance.
Good God. Oh, dude, speaking of that, I don't know where the guy who if you've ever watched the Drive to Survive show on Netflix, the F1 show. Well,
Oh, yeah.
anyways, the voice of it, he's like the main person of F1. He's like the voice of F1 or whatever, but he's the one who narrates the show. He was on the L Duncan podcast because the F1 race is in Texas this weekend.
Yes.
And he was like your food here, everything just tastes like butter.
Of course it does. That's why it's delicious.
I was like, that's just so funny. When you don't live here and then you come here like once a year or twice a year, and
Gosh.
you're just like, oh my God, everything tastes like butter. You're like, yep,
Makes
look
sense.
around.
That's us.
We look like we eat butter too.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh man. All right. Well,
Oh,
let's get into some music.
let's do
Daniel,
it.
what you got? Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting off with Nessa Barrett, teamed up with Tommy Genius for a little track called Disco. Um,
Hey.
I played it probably like 5 or 6 times, and I couldn't. I'm like, it bothered me so much that it's sampling something, like completely sampling straight up another song, and I was like, I can see it, I can I can hear it. It's freaking Fade from Kanye West.
Oh,
It's
got it.
it's I'm like, boom, it hit me last night. Not that that makes the song bad or good, but it samples it straight up. Um, and if you need a dance track, if you're having a hard Halloween party and you want a kind of a dancey vibe, this is the track. Perfect for this time of year. It is. It's kind of got that kind of eerie sense about it, but it's a good, awesome dance track from Nessa Barrett and Tommy Genius. It's called Disco.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Fade. Dude, 8 years old that song is. No.
Woo.
Yeah,
Wow.
dude. 20, yeah, 20. Well, actually close to 9. It's 2016. Life of Pablo came out.
Unbelievable.
It's been a minute.
Wow.
Been a
Yeah.
minute. All right. Dude, shocking death of Liam Payne from One Direction this week.
Jeez. Terrible.
Kind of crazy. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna throw some One Direction on the playlist. My favorite One Direction song is Steal My Girl. I'm gonna throw that on the playlist. So Steal My Girl. That's my favorite one D jam.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah.
Good stuff there. Um, I'm gonna put a group on the playlist that I think most people don't. I'd like to admit that they like or that they actually don't like, but they're still one of the most popular bands in the world. Guys, that's Coldplay. Putting Coldplay on the playlist. Yes, Coldplay. They released a brand new album called Moon Music, potentially their last album ever. You know, we've kind of heard that. We've kind of heard they're going to stop touring when they may even stop making music. Um, and you know, they've had a hell of a run if that's the case. But this album is actually really, really good. It's really, really good. And I'm gonna put a song called "Good Feelings" on the playlist. They brought in Ira Starr to sing on this track, and it might be the best one on the record. And it's like pretty poppy for Coldplay, and kind of has like a. Ironically, I know my last song was called Disco. This kind of has like a disco feel to it, and it's really cool. So, Good Feelings. Shout out to Coldplay for making one last final great album.
Yeah, I think I have a feeling I think Coldplay is going to be the U2
Mm-hmm.
of our generation.
I think that's fair.
I just think they're going to just pop up and be touring whenever they want to. Chris Martin's going to be old as Bono, you know,
Yeah.
doing things, and it feels like that. It feels like that. But that Pray song is really good too. I really like that song. I haven't
Yeah.
listened to the
That
whole album.
one's
I've
really
just
good.
listened to the singles that they have out, and I really like that song.
Yep.
All right, so Glorilla has an album that just came out, and it's freaking fire. Like I just love this album so much, and it is most of the songs are like under 2:30, so like it's 15 songs, but it doesn't feel like it's 15 songs like a lot of like a lot of albums. Because I was like, oh, it's over. That was an amazing ride. So shouts
Yeah.
to Glorilla. I'm gonna put a couple songs on the playlist. She's got a song with Megan Thee Stallion that's awesome. Sexy Red that's awesome. There's a song called Hold On that's awesome. I'm obsessed with this. So but yeah, Glorilla, her album's glorious. It's called Glorious, but it is glorious. So I'll put a couple songs on the playlist from that too.
Sexy Red, big WWE fan. She's been at
Yeah.
a lot of WWE events, the NXT development program. She's been down there a lot, so that's been really really cool to
Yeah.
see. Last one for me is from, in respect of Chris not being here today, All American Rejects. But it's not an old All American Rejects song. Uh, they covered Flagpole Sitta, very popular
Okay.
90s song by Harvey Danger. It's very recognizable to everybody, anybody that grew up in the 90s, Flagpole Sitta. And they did like basically a straight cover of it. They didn't get creative, which we've had that discussion before about covers and
Mhm.
whether or not you should just play it as is or you should do something unique with it. But like you could fool me that this was their original song. It just they did. They straight up covered it. I think it's interesting. It kind of fits their style and voice and everything like that. So just kind of a cool refresh of a really, really popular song. So shout out to All American Rejects. Still doing it.
And my last one, Breland put out an EP called Project 2024, which I really thought he would rethink that title, but like that's fine. I just I was like, I get what you're trying to do, dude, but I feel like you should
Uh,
just like, yeah, you should
yeah.
change that title. But he stuck with it, put out an EP, and it's really good. There's only one song that I don't like on it. And it was the first song that he put out. It was called Icing, and I don't like it at all. I still don't like it in the midst of the EP. I still don't like it. But he's got a song that starts off the EP. It's called Grandmama Nem, and it's awesome. So shouts to Breland. And shouts to him for making a bunch of money with CBS this year. I hope they did not shortchange you because they're getting a lot of run out of all of your random raps about every week of the NFL season. So they
Right.
are they are getting a lot of run out of you because every time I turn on the NFL Today show, it's like, and we go to Breland to do something.
Yeah.
They just got him in a coffee shop rapping about Aaron Rodgers. Cool. Like shouts to
Cool.
Breland's my guy. So yeah.
Love
So
it.
Grandmama them by Breland, check it out.
Love it. Very nice.
And that's what we're listening to. Make
Yeah.
sure you check out the playlist on Spotify. Tell Siri, tell Alexa to play the sounds of Brunch. It's updated every week, and we keep 2 weeks of songs on it, so you don't have to look for those ones. Oh man, I missed that song from last week. You don't have to worry about it. We
Yeah.
got you.
We got you.
covered.
Exactly.
We got you. All right. Well, Daniel, this has been another great episode of the Brunch Breakdown. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, a lot of fun. Covered a lot of jam-packed
Yeah.
topics in here. I final thoughts are just that I now have to get to the pumpkin spice car wash.
Oh, yeah.
Got to do that. And like, listen, I think we're nearing the time where we're going to see Burger King and Hidden Valley and Yankee Candle team up for that ranch candle. And you're just gonna, I mean, I'm telling you that when you next time you roll into Burger King, they're gonna light one of those bad boys up. You're gonna be hungry as ever because it's candle season. They're gonna be all over it.
And that's the Brunch Breakdown. We're out.